nation's heroes. USA Cares is looking to form a chapter in your area. Go to usacares.org. USA Cares, making a difference in the lives of military families.
This is Late Edition News at 10 with Ann Gownley. Sports with Beth Mensinger. And meteorologist Joe Garbacik.
Local fire departments made a second stop at a local municipality to pitch their ideas of combining fire departments into a single department. And it's our top story tonight. Good evening. This is WYLN's Late Edition, Greater Hazelton's only local news broadcast for Monday, July 14th, 2014. I'm Ann Gownley. A fire department merger was one of the main topics discussed tonight at the Banks Township Supervisors meeting. Our Julie Stefanovich has more.
With the recent decline of volunteer firefighters and in the interest of public safety, a merger is in the works for McAdoo, Banks Township, and Keystone Volunteer Fire Companies. McAdoo Fire Chief Robert Leschko addressed the audience tonight at the Banks Township Supervisors meeting. He gave the residents up-to-date information on the progress that the companies have made. The new entity will be called Southside Emergency Services.
Right now is to merge into the McAdoo Fire Company. Then we will go and change our name to what we are believing right now to be Southside Emergency Services. And the reason we would be merging into the McAdoo Fire Company is because of our present 501c3 status, which is a tax-exempt status for the IRS, which financially does cost quite a bit of money to re-get. And also because of the Ambulance Association having a Medicare license, that would need us to move into there and then change the name, because we would then go without being able to bill and have an income for potentially 6 months.
Members of the companies are also researching areas in the McAdoo Industrial Park to create a centralized location. Supervisor Joe Clark said that the township is on board with the merger.
It's got to happen because the number of volunteer firemen, I mean, it's very small. This will, give us more help and things such as that. It's inevitable. It's going to come. Probably in 2 years, the state's going to come in and start saying you got to do this. So they're trying to be proactive and get involved and get on the ground floor before it becomes mandated by the state. The primary responsibility of supervisors is the health and safety of people, and that's, of course, fire protection. So the Board of Supervisors, that's their main concern, to make sure that we have a viable fire department to respond to any fire call.
A public meeting is scheduled to be held on Monday, July 21st at 6 p.m. at the Tresco Fire Company. All residents of Banks Township are encouraged to attend to voice their concerns and ask questions from community leaders. In Tresco, for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
According to reports, a 12-year-old girl in Frackville was found in a creek after falling in a storm drain. The girl fell in the storm drain at 2nd and Arch Street and traveled over 100 yards down the creek and came out of a drain pipe on 3rd and Arch Street. Multiple fire departments from the Frackville area responded. The girl was transported to a local hospital for injuries. A husband and wife were found dead inside their home on Main Street in Junedale from an apparent murder-suicide Sunday morning. Police responded to the home just before 11 a.m. for a domestic disturbance and found 44-year-old Denise Wilkinson dead from a gunshot wound to the head and her husband, 44-year-old William Wilkinson, dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The couple has a 10-year-old daughter who neighbors say may have been home at the time of the incident. In 2012, William Wilkinson was charged with aggravated assault and other offenses after state police said he shot out a tire on Denise's vehicle because he said she was drinking and didn't want her to get pulled over. Wilkinson pled guilty to that charge and sentenced to a year of probation. An autopsy was conducted Monday morning at Lehigh Valley Hospital Cedar Crest. State police are still investigating but did not release details leading up to that murder-suicide. A Domino's delivery driver was held up by gunpoint just after midnight in Wilkes-Barre. According to police, the driver was held up on Hanover Street. Wilkes-Barre police have not released how much money was taken during the armed robbery. Anyone with information is asked to call Wilkes-Barre police at 570-208-4207. A brewery in Wilkes-Barre was evacuated after an ammonia leak Monday morning. Authorities rushed to the Lion Brewery on North Pennsylvania Avenue just before 2 a.m. The firefighters had the leak under control quickly. No cause yet as to how the ammonia leak happened. 2 people were arrested and charged in connection with a holdup at the Hazel Street Turkey Hill Monday morning. According to police, 51-year-old Robert Monaco of Glen Lyon and 55-year-old Joni Marks of Wilkes-Barre entered the Turkey Hill just after 4 a.m. Police say Monaco, who was wearing a hooded sweatshirt, asked the clerk to, quote, "Come here." When the clerk asked him if he was being robbed, Monaco said, quote, "No, I want a sandwich. What do you think?" The clerk then gave him money from the cash register, and Monaco fled the scene in a pickup truck allegedly driven by Marks towards Blackman Street. An officer spotted the pair on Brown Street shortly after the robbery. Monaco was arraigned and charged with a felony count of robbery, misdemeanor theft, and evidence tampering counts. Marks was charged as the getaway driver, according to police. Monaco was behind bars at the Luzerne County Prison for lack of $25,000 bail. His preliminary hearing is scheduled for July 22nd at Magisterial District Judge Rick Cronauers. A murder trial was continued today because prosecutors will appeal a judge's ruling that prohibits testimony from a witness who fled the country. 20-year-old Joshua Ovalis was charged with fatally shooting 24-year-old Vaughn Kemp in Wilkes-Barre on July 7th of 2013. He was set to go on trial before Luzerne County President Judge Thomas Burke. The judge heard arguments from both sides about the admittance of preliminary hearing testimony from witness Eric Rodriguez. He fled the country earlier this year and moved back to the Dominican Republic. Burke stated that prosecutors never served Rodriguez with a subpoena. Assistant District Attorney Mamie Phillips told the judge that they will appeal his ruling. Hazleton police are on the lookout for 2 Hispanic males they say allegedly beat up a woman in the city. Police responded to 1 West Diamond Avenue where a female was punched and kicked by 2 Hispanic males. The victim says the 2 then fled in a green car west on Diamond Avenue. Anyone with information is asked to call police or dial 911 immediately. Mahanoy City Police pulled over a woman for a routine traffic stop and found numerous drugs inside. Corporal Dissinger of Mahanoy City arrested 43-year-old Andrea Starzel of Mahanoy City. Police say she had over 24 grams of bath salts in her possession, along with needles and other drug-related items. Starzel was arrested on drug possession, among other charges. 2 adults and a 15-year-old juvenile were arrested in Mahanoy City Friday evening following a strong-armed robbery. Austin Creamer and Joshua Luma were both charged with robbery, conspiracy, aggravated assault, simple assault, theft, possession of a controlled substance, and related charges. Police say the juvenile who was involved is also facing similar charges. Around 8:15 p.m. Friday, police say the men allegedly attacked a 17-year-old male, knocking him to the ground and punched him in the head and kicked him in the chest several times. The 3 then allegedly stole his backpack. Creamer and Luma are both behind bars following the attack. No word from police whether or not the juvenile was placed behind bars or released to his guardians. On Monday, a lawsuit was filed against General Motors on behalf of a Luzerne County teenager who now suffers from traumatic brain injuries in a car crash allegedly caused by a defective ignition switch. The defect had become one of the subject of a massive national recall. On December 3rd of 2011, then 17-year-old Damon Stakowski of Shavertown was driving his 2006 Pontiac Solstice just after 3 p.m. on North Street in Luzerne. The car veered to the right and struck a retaining wall. The airbags did not deploy in the crash, and Stakowski suffered catastrophic and permanent brain damage. Now 20 years old, the car he was driving was recalled earlier this year by GM due to defective and dangerous ignition switches that the company admits shuts down power to the engine and causes loss of steering, brakes, and airbags and other safety functions. In the lawsuit, it lists General Motors LLC of Harrisburg, Rick Weaver, Buick, Pontiac, GMC Incorporated of Erie as defendants. Testimony began today before Administrative Labor Judge Susan Flynn at the National Labor Board offices in Philadelphia. The Wyoming Valley Nurses Association states that Wilkes-Barre General Hospital officials are bargaining in bad faith. The union accuses the hospital of withholding data employee scheduling documents and insurance plan information that would help union leaders in negotiations. The nurses went on strike on July 4th. The picket line lasted for 5 days. The union also alleges that there have been unlawful delays delays in providing information that is vital in creating a new contract. Union employees at Wilkes-Barre General have been working under the terms of a contract that expired in April of last year. Hazleton City Council is expected to vote on filling a position for a city engineer and director of Public Works Department. The position has been vacant since 2011. John Ackerman last held that position before being fired in 2011. His salary was $72,000 a year. Council Vice President Gene Mope and Councilman David Sosar will include the resolution at Tuesday night's meeting. If it is approved, it would ensure that Hazleton appoints an engineer in accordance with the third class code. Proposals will then be solicited to fill the position. The appointee will serve until the conclusion of Mayor Joe Iannuzzi's term in office. Hazleton City Council will meet tomorrow night at 6 p.m. in City Hall. Taxpayers in Fairview Township will be spared nearly $1 million on a settlement agreement on replacing the Mary Street Bridge. The State Public Utility Commission ordered that it be demolished or replaced in 1997. The township asked the commission to reconsider that order earlier this year. It would have cost the township over $1 million to raise and replace the bridge. The settlement was agreed upon by the state, county, the PUC, UGI, and the Pennsylvania American Water Company. The two utilities will be responsible for replacing lines that are currently attached to that bridge. One local municipality is looking into alleviating heavy traffic problems. Sugarloaf Township supervisors want to apply for a grant to widen Old Berwick Road near the Pilot Truck Stop. Red Truck LLC will be moving its operations to the area and has the potential to increase the already heavy truck traffic. Residents have been voicing their concerns on the traffic problems for decades. A feasibility study will have to be completed as to whether widening the road should be the best option or constructing a new road. The supervisors will need to decide which option to pursue. The next supervisors meeting will be held on August 12th at 7 p.m. Luzerne County Manager Robert Lawton is giving the Luzerne County Flood Protection Authority 90 days notice required to terminate its memorandum of understanding, which establishes that the county provides services to the authority in exchange for reimbursement. The administration wants to fully separate the Flood Protection Authority from the county in 2015. The authority would have to hire more employees and buy new equipment. The county is looking to cut costs because it is $400 million in debt. The authority relies on the county to incorporate its financial information into the county database. A split from the county would require hiring a bookkeeper or contracting the work out. The authority also plans to build its own facility near the Emergency Management Agency building near the courthouse in Wilkes-Barre. The project is being funded by authority money and grants. And that is a look at tonight's top stories. More rain in our forecast today for the start off of a week, but how much more can we expect? Time now to check in with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik, standing by live outside in the Bedrock Gardens Weather Center with the latest. Joe, hopefully there won't be this much rain this week.
Well, we still have the chances of some rain in our 7-day forecast, which we're going to get to in a little bit, but we did have some torrential downpours, some showers and thunderstorms across our area moving through. Here's a look at the radar over the past 6 hours. Of course, the yellows and oranges indicating the heavier rain that has fallen across our area. And again, some lightning, some heavy rain, torrential downpours. That's what we had. Now, not every location saw them, especially the heavier showers and storms, but we did have them in our forecast for today. But right now, things have cleared out for the most part quite nicely. Not much going on. But what happens as we head into tomorrow, I'll let you know with the complete 7-day forecast coming up next.
The 30th Annual Benton Frontier Days and Championship Rodeo, July 15th through 20th. Cowboys from all over the East will compete in bull riding, calf roping, championship rodeo, bareback bronc riding, and more. Tuesday and Wednesday are Frontier Days. The rodeo Thursday through Saturday. Bull-O-Rama Sunday. All shows start at 7:30 p.m. nightly. Enjoy vendors, crafts, food, and free entertainment nightly at 5. The Benton Frontier Days and Championship Rodeo, Route 487 Benton. For more information, go to bentonrodeo.com. The Cowboys are back, and the Bulls are ready. Are you?
Bring the entire family to Forks Family Restaurant for one of the best casual dining experiences. Forks Family Restaurant, Route 940 outside of Whitehaven, serves a wide variety of dishes from fresh American and Mediterranean cuisine. Forks Family Restaurant has daily specials and a fully stocked bar for an intimate night out or a gathering for the whole family. It's Forks Family Restaurant, Route 940 just outside of Whitehaven, a half mile from exit 273 off of Interstate 80. Open 7 days a week. Hey everyone, want some close-to-home fun? Join the Keystone Active Zone Passport program to create your own backyard adventure exploring parks, trails, and events. It's fun, easy, and it's free. This year's Passport has more than 30 stops. Enjoy Riverfest in Wilkes-Barre and Pittston. Discover the D&L Trail and more. Register at kazpassport.org. Visit as many stops as you want. Each stop has a question. Find the answers and log them in on the website. Start exploring today.
Hi, I'm Liz Tolan. I'd like to invite you to the second annual COPS event to be held September 13th at the Butler Township Community Center in Drums. Event, which will consist of a 5K run, a 5K walk, a kids fun run, DJ, free cookout for the community craft show, tricky trays, and much more will benefit Butler, Sugarloaf, West Hazelton, and Cunningham police departments. When you call these men and women for help, they'll be there for you. Won't you take one day out of your busy schedule to be there for them?
Are you having a party? Choose Catering by Whitetail for your next event. They offer on-site and off-site catering for all occasions: barbecues, picnics, corporate functions, reunions, friendly get-togethers, graduation parties. Any event you're hosting, Chef Tom will prepare the best for your guests. Call Chef Tom at 570-384-2314. Carryout catering is also available. Choose Catering by Whitetail for your next event. WYLN TV 35 is looking to hire a highly motivated, energetic salesperson for the Hazleton and surrounding areas. Call Liz Tolan 570-459-1869, extension 1366.
Well, we had more rain across our area today. We're getting quite a bit of it over the last several days and last couple of weeks, and we're still not done with the weather. We're never done with the weather, are we? No, we're not. We're still not done with the rain is what I meant to say, because we have some more rain in our forecast, at least a chance of some more heading into tomorrow. And then after that, we bring in some cooler temperatures heading in our direction, more pleasant air, but unseasonably cool temperatures. And you're looking at temperatures below where we should be for this time of year. And again, tomorrow, like I said, chance of some more rain, maybe even a couple of thunderstorms definitely cannot be ruled out in advance of another frontal boundary that will come into our region. But right now, things are fairly quiet across our area from Wilkes-Barre through Scranton, Bloomsburg, Berwick, Danville, Williamsport. Really nothing going on. 68 degrees, our live Lehigh tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton. Humidity at 100%, and we've picked up slightly over a half of an inch of rainfall since the midnight hour. And notice those winds really not much of a factor. They are very light. Tell you what, it was pretty decent start to our morning temperature-wise. Very mild, and there you can see these 24-hour high temperatures, not bad for this time of year. 69 now in New Angola, 73 in Berwick, 72 in Bloomsburg, 72 in Monnoy City, and 73 degrees in Danville. Satellite and radar. We had the showers, the storms, even severe thunderstorm warnings that were posted as indicated by the yellow boxes on the screen. And it's fairly quiet across the northeast. There will be some precip toward the northwest. And back out here, another boundary that's going to be coming through, and what that's going to bring in some drier and cooler air behind it, but a chance of some storms and showers as we progress through tomorrow. Now you can see the greens showing up. Even some yellows, indicating some showers and storms heading into tomorrow and tomorrow evening. And then we start to clear out as we start going into our Wednesday. We bring in some cooler air as that front will have passed our region. And you look at the numbers as we head through tonight, going into tomorrow. We'll be up into the 70s to near 80 degrees. You can see maybe some 50s heading into tomorrow night. Notice noontime hour on Wednesday, temperatures generally in the 70s. So locally heavy downpours, definitely can't rule that out once again for tomorrow. be prepared for that. Keep the umbrella handy, as you will need it. Here's a look at the extended forecast after we get rid of the rain for tomorrow. Well, it brings in some nice looking days, but temperatures below average, 73, 73, 75 Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And as we go into the weekend, there's a chance of a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms here and there. So pretty much we're not going to be looking at the heat, and we're not going to look at really the humidity, at least for the next several days, especially after that front passes as we go into tomorrow. We want to thank Valley Pets for sponsoring our Evening Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Check out their new location in a Brook Hill Plaza. Don't forget their grand reopening July 19th and 20th. They're going to have a lot of great things there and a lot of great information for your pets. Check them out. The Daily 850 to Big 4 1540. Quinto numbers looking like this: 28340 and a cash 5 2021 31 40 and 41. We will have more late edition, including sports, after this break.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tourinapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA.
Flipping your pillow. If you feel like you're on fire, you need Chillo, the new pillow pack that transforms your pillow into a Chillo. Look, regular pillows get hot quickly, but Chillo brings soothing cooling to your head. The secret is Soothe Soft technology, water-cooled memory foam. He likes the room hot, she likes the room cold. Chillo cradles you in comfort, so you'll feel like you're in a cool oasis.
I've been experiencing hot flashes and night sweats, but with Chillo, it's instant cool, instant relief, and it's wonderful.
Chillo is the perfect cool compress for headaches, backaches, or foot pain. Ultra Suede Chillo lets you chill out in total relaxation. Now order the Chillo for just $12.99. Call now and get a second Chillo as a bonus. Just pay separate processing and handling. You get 2 Chillos for just $12.99 plus processing and handling. So call now.
To order, call 1-800-470-0174. That's 1-800-470-0174. Or visit Chillo.com.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer, dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
I'm Liz Tolan, Director of Sales and Marketing for WYLN 35. In 2013, WYLN supported the groups you see on your screen by offering either in-kind advertising or volunteer services. At WYLN, serving our community is an important part of what we do. Our name says it all. We're your local network. In 2014, we'll be here as we've been since
Cup trophy in honor of Germany.
A land artist who lives near Verona in northern Italy carved up 24,000 square metres of field to sketch out the World Cup trophy. Dario Gambarin's picture of world football's perennial prize is 160 metres long. Using a medium-sized red tractor, Gambarin drove back and forth, twisting and turning around the field to create a replica of the trophy. Piles of dirt were pushed up and helped form the lines in the field depicting the trophy and the letters that spell Germany. The Deutsche Fußballbund have reaped the rewards of their 10-year transformation of its youth development structure. The national Mannschaft won the 2014 World Cup final in Rio on Sunday, after 22-year-old Mario Götze's extra-time winner beat Argentina in the Maracanã. It's the fourth time Germany have lifted the Golden Trophy, and the first time in 24 years. Joachim Löw's men also became the first European team to win a World Cup in the Americas.
And that is pretty cool. The MLB All-Star Game is set to kick off tomorrow evening, and the teams have announced who will be starting the game. For the American League, Seattle's Felix Hernandez will start Tuesday night's game, and for the National League, Adam Wainwright of the Los Angeles Cardinals will be on the mound. New York Yankee shortstop Derek Jeter will be playing his final season in his final All-Star game. Jeter is a 14-time All-Star player and will lead off the American League, who is managed by Boston's Red Sox manager John Farrell. Batting second for the AL is LA Angels left fielder Mike Trout, followed by Seattle's second baseman Robin Cano. For the National League, center fielder Andrew McCutchen will lead off. Batting seventh for the NL is Philadelphia Phillies second baseman Chase Utley. The game starts at 8 p.m. and will be played at Target Field in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The mastermind behind the Washington Generals that traveled with the Harlem Globetrotters died Saturday evening at the age of 93. Louis Red Klotz, who was a player, a coach, and owner throughout his partnership with the Globetrotters after forming a working relationship with the organization in 1952. Klotz became the first non-Globetrotter to have a jersey retired when in 2011 he received it in honor at his native Philadelphia. Globetrotter CEO Kurt Schneider said in a statement, quote, "The Harlem Globetrotters organization is extremely saddened by the passing of Red Klotz, and our deepest sympathies go out to his entire family," end quote. Klotz had a brief stint in the NBA playing for the Baltimore Bullets during its 1947-48 season. He was also a member of the squad that defeated the Philadelphia Warriors in six games to win the 1948 title. Louis Red Klotz was 93 years old. With the All-Star Game being tomorrow night, the MLB teams are on a break, so there are no scores for you this evening. But stay tuned, because Beth Mensinger is back from her vacation tomorrow, and she'll have all the highlights and scores from that game. But right now, that's it for sports. Stay tuned. Joe Grabachik's back with a last look at your forecast here on The Late Edition.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Well, I'll never forget it. 1 minute, we're talking about going to the movies, and the next, Maggie could barely speak. It was a stroke. I thought I was going to lose her. But I never saw doctors work so fast. Anyway, she's coming home tomorrow. I just hope she doesn't yell at me for killing all the plants.
We build tires, but not tires like anybody else. We build Cooper tires for people, not just cars. For chauffeurs and shuttle pilots, heavy haulers and trophy trout fishermen, which is why we've built our new Discoverer AT3 for all traction, all terrain, all the time performance. Life's a road trip. Come on, let's go.
Hi, I'm Brian Anderson, and I'd like to invite you to be a part of something special. USA Cares is a nonprofit organization helping military families with emergency financial assistance. We help prevent evictions and foreclosures, utilities from being turned off, and we put food on the table for our nation's heroes. USA Cares is a chapter in your area. Go to usacares.org. USA Cares, making a difference in the lives of military families.
The 30th Annual Benton Frontier Days and Championship Rodeo, July 15th through 20th. Cowboys from all over the East will compete in bull riding, calf roping, championship rodeo, bareback bronc riding, and more. Tuesday and Wednesday are Frontier Days. The rodeo Thursday through Saturday. Bull-a-rama Sunday. All shows start at 7:30 p.m. nightly. Enjoy vendors, crafts, food, and free entertainment nightly at 5. The Benton Frontier Days and Championship Rodeo, Route 487 Benton. For more information, go to bentonrodeo.com. The Cowboys are back, and the Bulls are ready. Are you?
Hello, I'm Tiffany Cloud. One of the most anticipated gubernatorial races in the nation this election cycle is happening right here in Pennsylvania. This week on The Storm, I'm pleased to be joined by a member of Governor Tom Corbett's cabinet, Secretary of Pennsylvania Department of Revenue, Dan Muser, only on WYLN-TV.
If you go back in time, remember over the winter months we were talking about that polar vortex that affected our region much of the winter, where we had those very below average temperatures, those very cold temperatures as well. We still deal with that as we head into the summertime. We can still call it the polar vortex, but we don't see extreme temperatures like that because obviously it's summertime. But I tell you what, before all is said and done, and the 7-day forecast, we're going to be looking at a piece of that coming back into our area. We're going to be looking at temperatures well below where we should be for this time of year. In fact, here in higher elevations, we won't be getting out of the lower 70s. And you just have to deal with it across our area. If you like the heat and humidity, hopefully you enjoyed it. Well, we've had it. And if you like the cooler temperatures, at least to have that in your forecast, you're going to like the refreshing air. But some of you may be complaining it's summer and where is the heat? Well, eventually we'll bring it back into our area, but we'll have to deal with the cool temperatures first. Live 35 Skycast Doppler. You see a few sprinkles here and there, especially over the southern parts of our viewing area. Not a whole lot going on. Most of the activity, still not too much though out in northwestern PA. You can see a couple of showers, even a few rumbles of thunder. Can't rule that out. May have to deal with a little bit of some drizzle or a few sprinkles tonight or a lone shower. That's about it. But then heading into tomorrow, again, it really looks like we're going to look at another chance of seeing some more showers break out across our area. Even a possibility of a couple of thunderstorms. Another front's going to come through our region, and as it comes through, it's going to bring in some much cooler air. And like I said, before all is said and done, 70s, lower 70s for daytime highs. 67 degrees, our live Lehigh Tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton. Humidity now coming in at 100%. Pressure 29.88 inches of mercury. Since the midnight hour, we've now picked up 51/100ths of an inch of precipitation. And notice those winds. You just practically don't feel the wind at all. The wind's very, very light across our area. So here's what we're looking at right now. We got 70s, we got 80s across the northeast down toward the south. But look at this cool. I mean, look at this. 57 degrees in Minneapolis this time of year. Whew. It's not good, but this cool pocket of air is going to start to make its way into our area. There's a frontal boundary out here. That's going to slide in our direction, and once it does, it's going to bring in some much cooler temperatures across our area. Like I said, daytime highs, lower 70s. That's about it. If you really want to concentrate on the heat, you really have to go out toward the west. Even Boise's coming in with 99 degrees. Las Vegas is at 99, 93 in Phoenix, Arizona. And even the heat is on from San Antonio through Houston, even New Orleans, where temperatures are in the 80s. But again, this cool pool of air is going to start to head in our direction. 74 degrees, Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport. 69 now in Mount Pocono. 75 in Allentown. 73 in Williamsport. 70 degrees in Selinsgrove. 68 in State College. And 70 degrees in Erie. Satellites and radar with the showers and storms come through earlier. A few sprinkles, a light rain shower here and there. Still got quite a few clouds around, some breaks. A few more showers out toward the north and west, even a lone thunderstorm. And again, not much going on through tonight across our area. Those severe thunderstorm watch boxes, which you see in yellow, they have now since expired. But as we go into tomorrow, watch Skycast, precipitation and clouds. Light up again, greens, yellows, potential of some locally heavy downpours coming into our area for tomorrow, into tomorrow evening. Then the front passes, it clears things out quite nicely, and as we start going into our Wednesday and as we go into our Thursday, things shaping up to be very nice across our region. So we're definitely getting a healthy amount of rain lately across our region, and those thunderstorms, again, doesn't take much to produce a lot of that flash flooding, a lot of rain in a short amount of time period. The rain just has nowhere to go. Got to be careful of that. But once this front passes, we at least clear things out for a couple of days, and it's going to bring in some much cooler, more pleasant conditions, and daytime highs will not be getting out of the 70s, lower 70s for daytime highs. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast. We got about 77 degrees for tomorrow. Many areas will be up into the 80s, lower 80s at least. Some showers and some thunderstorms. Then the front comes through, really cools things down after that. Those nights following only in the 50s, lower 50s. We got 73, 73, and 75. They will be dry days for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday under a mix of clouds and sunshine. And still staying in the 70s for Saturday and Sunday. These below average temperatures, maybe a few more showers and thunderstorms here and there. And then chances are it'll get a little bit warmer as we start going into the beginning part of next week, with temperatures generally holding near 80 degrees. But I tell you what, you know how it was this winter, and now it's summer, and we're going to be well below where we should be for this time of year.
But it's funny, it's going to feel a little cooler after it's 77 degrees.
Yeah, you know what,
down
that's
to
not
60,
bad.
it's not too
I don't mind it when you have the heat and humidity followed by maybe a couple of days of cooler temperatures. Then you can bring back the heat and humidity again. Everybody's happy.
All right, one more day of rain, 3 days off, and hopefully that rain goes away for the weekend. Thanks so much.
We hope so.
Have a good night, everyone. The team will be back here tomorrow night at 10. We'll see you then.